Hook, the eyes of the apex predator. The biting wind whips across your face, carrying the scent of pine and something else, something primal. Your breath hitches as a massive shadow falls over you. Slowly, you turn. Just 50 yards away, standing nearly 5 feet at the shoulder, is a creature that seems to defy logic. Its muzzle is unnervingly short, its eyes small and black, fixed on you with an intelligence that sends a shiver down your spine. This is Outrun, the short-faced bear, and it has just seen you. Your 24-hour clock in the Pleistocene has just begun, and your first and possibly last challenge has announced itself. Introduction: a journey to the Ice Age wilderness. Imagine waking up not in your comfortable bed, but in a world that time forgot, or rather, a world that time has not yet reached its familiar form. You are thrust back approximately 10,000 years into the late Pleistocene epoch, a period characterized by vast ice sheets, towering glaciers, and a diverse array of megafauna that would make modern wildlife seem tame by comparison. This is North America, a land teeming with woolly mammoths, saber-toothed cats, giant sloths, and of course, the most formidable land carnivore of its time, the short-faced bear. This hypothetical scenario presents a brutal test. Can a modern human, armed only with wits and instinct, survive a single day and night in a landscape ruled by such formidable beasts, particularly when an Outrun has taken an interest? The Pleistocene was not merely a colder version of today. It was an ecosystem of extremes, where both predator and prey had evolved to colossal sizes and specialized for harsh conditions. Modern humans, despite their intelligence, would be woefully unprepared without the accumulated knowledge and technology of their ancestors. Our survival guide for the next 24 hours will delve into the immediate threats, the psychological toll, and the desperate strategies one might employ when facing an ecological titan like the Outrun. The immediate threat: understanding Outrun. To survive, one must first understand the enemy. The short-faced bear, Outrun, was not just a big bear, it was a uniquely adapted predator. Standing around 6 to 5 feet tall at the shoulder on all fours, it could reach 12 feet when standing on its hind legs. Weighing upwards of 1,800 to 2,000 pounds, it dwarfed even the largest modern grizzly. But its most terrifying attribute was its speed. Paleontological studies suggest that Outrun was an endurance runner, capable of reaching speeds of up to 40 miles per hour, rivaling and even surpassing a racehorse over short distances. This shatters the common perception of large bears as slow and lumbering. The short-faced bear was a swift, powerful hunter. Its diet was primarily carnivorous. Its powerful jaws and teeth were designed for crushing bone, indicating it was not only a formidable hunter, but also an adept scavenger, capable of driving off other predators from their kills. Its short snout, giving it its name, was actually an adaptation for increased bite force. Its exceptionally long legs compared to its body size suggested it roamed vast territories and actively pursued large prey. Therefore, confronting a short-faced bear means facing an animal that is faster than you, vastly stronger than you, and possesses an instinct to kill. Playing dead is not an option. This bear actively hunts. Climbing a tree might buy you moments, but its sheer size and power would likely be allowed it to simply knock down or climb most trees within its habitat. Running is futile. Fighting is suicide. Survival depends on avoiding detection, understanding its behavior, and exploiting any environmental advantage. Strategies for immediate survival: the first hours. Upon realizing the bear's presence, the immediate priority is to avoid confrontation. Since running is out, stealth and evasion become paramount. The bear's excellent sense of smell would be its primary tool for detection, so moving downwind is crucial if possible. Seek out dense cover immediately, not just to hide, but to break up your silhouette and give you time to assess the situation. If direct eye contact has been made, an aggressive display is required. Making yourself appear as large and threatening as possible, shouting and throwing objects might momentarily startle the bear, buying precious seconds to retreat into cover. However, this is a gamble. An aggressive bear might charge. The key is to convey that you are not easy prey, but without provoking a full-scale attack. Locating a suitable natural shelter is the next critical step. A rock overhang, a small cave, or a very dense thicket of impenetrable thorny bushes might offer a temporary sanctuary. If no such features are immediately available, creating a makeshift shelter from fallen branches and rocks could at least provide a psychological barrier and a slight deterrent. The cold of the Pleistocene would also be a factor, so staying warm is essential, but building a fire might attract unwanted attention. The risk versus reward of a fire must be carefully weighed. The long night, outlasting the predator. As dusk approaches, the threat intensifies. Many Pleistocene predators, including bears, would have been more active during twilight or nighttime hours. Building a fire becomes a more attractive option despite the risks. Fire can deter some animals and provides warmth, light, and a means to boil water if available. However, the smoke and light could also broadcast your position to every carnivore within miles. Constant vigilance is key. One person could theoretically keep watch while another rests, if you were not alone. But alone, the psychological strain of staying awake and alert for 24 hours in a deadly environment is immense. Using natural alarm systems like hanging empty gourds or resonant branches around your perimeter could provide an early warning. The bear's excellent sense of smell makes camouflage challenging. However, masking human scent with mud, animal droppings, if safe to acquire, or strong-smelling vegetation might offer a slight advantage. The key is to constantly adapt, to never stay in one place for too long if the bear is still tracking you, and always have an escape route or a defensive position in mind. Finding elevated terrain for better visibility would be ideal, but also exposes you to the elements and makes a fire more visible. Conclusion: the brutal reality of Pleistocene survival. The 24-hour mark arrives, and if you've made it, it's a testament to luck, quick thinking, and perhaps a very frightened short-faced bear that decided you weren't worth the effort. The reality of surviving even a single day in the Pleistocene, especially with an apex predator like Arctodosimus in pursuit, is overwhelmingly grim for a modern human. Without specialized knowledge, tools, and the collective strength of a tribe, individual survival would be an anomaly rather than a norm. The short-faced bear serves as a stark reminder of the sheer power and danger of Earth's past ecosystems. It highlights the incredible journey humanity undertook, not by fighting these giants directly, but by developing intelligence, social structures, and technology that ultimately allowed us to dominate the planet. While the romantic notion of confronting these prehistoric beasts is exciting, the cold, hard truth is that in a face-off with an Arctodosimus, the modern human would, in most cases, simply become another entry in its enormous dietary record. Our 24-hour hypothetical journey into the Pleistocene serves not as a guide to victory, but a humbling glimpse into a world where survival was a constant, brutal, and often losing battle against the raw, untamed power of nature.